Devastanam Brahmande Nasti Kinchana Venkatesh Samodevo Nabhuto Nabhavishyati. So say the Shastras that Venkatadri, there is no place which is as holy as Venkatadri, and there is no God as holy as Venkateshwara in the entire cosmos. So you are all blessed for joining a college which is sponsored by the Tirumal Tirupati Devasthanams. First of all, we congratulate all the young girls who worked very hard and got good ranks and chosen this college, an auspicious institution to pursue your professional course. And also to very proud parents who have come here with joy to admit their children into this prestigious institution. You should realize this is not just a medical college, this is a medical university. We give degrees ourselves. So you get your degree as a degree from Sri Venkateswara Medical University. One of the important things is, so far you have been studying non-professional courses. Now you enter a professional course called medicine. So what is the difference between non-professional and the professional courses? In professional courses, non-professional courses, you do several things, but what you study ultimately you don't practice. Surprisingly, if you look at your engineering colleagues also, they study mechanical, electrical, electronics and end up practicing something else other than what they study. Whereas here in medicine, you are going to practice what you study here. And another important difference between a non-professional and a professional college is non-professional, you have only rights, whereas here you have a lot of responsibility. And what is the difference between this medical profession and other professional colleges? That is something which you should realize. Swami Vivekananda quotes a shloka from Mahabharata, says, Natvaham kamaye swargam. I don't want to go to heaven. Na sukham, I don't want to enjoy life. Na punarbhavam, nor I want to be born into a wealthy, famous families. Kamaye dukkha taptana. What I wish is, there is a lot of sorrow, suffering in the world. Praninam artinasanam. I want to give solace to those who are suffering in the entire world. Even one person or one living being is suffering in the world. I don't want to go to heaven, I want to serve them. So that should be the motto of every doctor, every one of you. Remember this throughout your life, that this profession is for Praninam Artinasanam. Those who are suffering, you are there to see your wealth, you are acquiring fame. All those things come secondary to it. The Atma, the soul of this profession is removing suffering. So whatever specialty you take, you may do biochemistry, you do anatomy, you do cardiac surgery, you do something. The main theme of our profession is this one. Then, see, like you, I have been in 1979. Of course, I came alone. My father, from a middle class, lower middle class, could not afford to travel to the medical college. So I went myself and joined medical college. Then I had a chance to sit like you with my son in 2007 and then with my daughter in 2010. So what I am going to tell you a few words is purely from my personal experience, not as much to preach. So, see, there is a very fundamental difference till what you studied now and what you are going to study from now. See, in 10th class, you always thought one more year, a few more months, exam is over, I am through. So that was the goal, 1 year over. Intermediate, you came 2 years, I want to study, get a seat, now you got 2 years, that is over. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, you have come into medicine. Now I have studied medicine, MBBS. I thought I was a doctor. Then they said, no, you have to do specialization. Then I went and did MS general surgery. Then again I thought I was a surgeon. No, you need to do super special. Then went to cardiac surgery. Then said, no, you have to do some more. So went to do pediatric cardiac surgery. Like that, from a journey which has a definite time frame and an end point. That was what your life has been so far. Now you are embarking on a journey where there is no end point. Lifelong you are going to be a doctor, lifelong you are going to learn, lifelong you are going to improve. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Why I am telling you? And day one is not to threaten you. See, in 10, you were very happy when you had 99 marks. Your end point was there. In inter now you got a good rank, you got a seat, there was an end point. But here in this journey of medicine, as I told you, there is no end point. Then what will you enjoy? You have to enjoy the journey. Because there is no end point, you have to learn to enjoy the journey itself. So that is the major important thing. And another important thing is what is the difference between so far whatever you studied now and what you are going to study is what you studied now is like swimming in a swimming pool. It's a controlled environment. Your depth is known, your width is known, you control the temperature of the water, you control all microbes and all, and there is a coach standing there in case you suffocate, they will bring you out. That is a very planned kind of a activity you are doing so far. Now, doing medicine is like swimming in an ocean. So after going somewhere, you don't see a shore at all. So you have to have the confidence on your swimming skills and your arms to take you to the shore. So and the temperature is not controlled. The quality of water is not controlled. There are so many animals, including sharks and all. So it's a journey, and also it's a journey with ups and downs, with a lot of waves coming up. And so how do we face it? We face it like those who surf. You know what is surfing? People come, when the tide goes up, they go along with the tide. When it comes down, they come with it. So as I told you, we have to enjoy the journey. So also this part of the ocean called medicine, you have to enjoy the surfing part. You should learn to go up without fearing. You have to fall without fearing, only to believe that you are again going up. And that is the excitement, thrill. So if you maintain that thrill, at 62 years like me, you will be still excited to be practicing medicine. Then one more thing is that your intermediate textbooks and all, they are very small. There are very good teachers who have dissected, cut them into pieces, analyzed and taught you. Here these books are very, very huge books, lot of syllabus. So the natural tendency whenever people like you join course is to say, relax. 6 months relax, now you have the exam, first year exam coming, which are thousands of pages, pages of syllabus, and with practicality. It is not just you muck up, it's enough. You have to know, you have to see, you have to identify on the body, bones, etc. So, one of my friends who happens to be a very good cardiologist, in my first year when I joined, he told me one thing. Whether holiday or no holiday, exam, no exam, read every day one topic. That helped me a lot because of that habit even today, I never stopped after MBBS, no wastage of time after MS, no wastage of time after MCH. So if you ask me the entire, and same thing my children, both of them implemented, they also never had a break in the training, all 14 years of training, they just went like a bullet train. So if one piece of advice you want me to give, what I say is every day, irrespective of whether exam, no exam, festival, no festival, whatever it is, go to a movie, don't go to a movie, still read one topic and make some notes. Because now the problem is, like we used to go to libraries in search of information. Now with the click of a button, you have entire information in the world at your, in the palms. So your main task is going to be which information is enough, which information is authentic and you want to know. So these teachers are there not to teach you like a intermediate teachers, but to sensitize you to what you should learn, what you should leave. Because now with so much information explosion, there is more to leave, less to take. So these teachers are going to do that, and as the previous principal and dean sir have told, the aim is not just to make a doctor, but a good citizens of the country, good citizens of the world. For that, you interact with everybody, all people will help you to become the best of what you are. So take everybody's help, interact. That's one thing important. And one last thing is, this is a religious institution, dharmic institution, funded by TTD. All of us get our salaries paid by TTD, and a lot of these amenities, buildings are all by TTD. So we have a very healthy respect for all religions. But only request is that other religions other than Hindu religion or Sanatana Dharma are not to be practiced in an open way, are not to be practiced. So don't take it as anything hurt on your religion or anything. So suppose you have a problem in doing this may be the right time to choose a secular institution. Okay? This is a religious institution. We have some rules which all of us have to abide by. So kindly be sensitive to it. Otherwise, we are not intolerant. We have a very healthy respect for all religions, but we all have a responsibility to respect the institutional policy. And one last request to all the parents are, this journey, as I told you, is going to be a very challenging. If you are prepared, it is exciting. If you are not prepared, it can be, kind of a depressing journey. So don't think that you have put your children in a good institution, your responsibility is over. You please monitor them. There will be a cultural shock, as I told you, with respect to their studies, with respect to their environment, with this, and you also have to realize they are all young girls who are, at the transitional phase of becoming from adolescent to adults. That transition has its own vagaries, which are physical vagaries and emotional vagaries. We are all there, but the basic core family also should be in touch with them, and One last advice, not only here, anywhere you go. When you go to an institution, you have to adapt to the institution. Institution cannot adapt to you. Suppose you can adapt to SVIMS, but SVIMS cannot adapt to 175 of you. And to 5 batches of students and interns, almost 700 people. You may have different tastes and all, but then so the basic this one is try to adapt to the policies, environment, conduct of this institution. I am sure you will come out with flying colors. We all will strive to make your stay here very enjoyable and beneficial to you. So with that, I once again congratulate all the students and also congratulate all the proud parents. We are very happy that you have chosen to come to SVIMS, and from the SVIMS family. Now all children, apart from your nuclear families, you have a big wide family called SVIMS. So welcome to the SVIMS family. Thank you all.